What's up? It's Kurter85 here. Kurter85. I fucking hated Emilia Pérez. And I'll tell you why. Sorry, I gotta stop moving. Anytime I'm in a spinny chair, I'm just like... type of vibe. Also, the spatial heater for where I am, we don't have air conditioning in this building. Or not in the building, but in this room. Because it's like obviously like not the nicest. But it's cheap. But that means that we normally have a spatial heater here. And it's not here. It's not here. It's where I always put it. It's supposed to be there. Where is it? Did someone break it? If someone broke it, I can't survive in here. I'm cold. I have a hoodie on and I'm still cold. Because it's like 30 here. Okay. Emilia Pérez. Hated it. And I don't even know where to start with it. I think it was just one of the biggest, like, messes I've seen in a while. Maybe not that. I've definitely seen messier things, but, like, what do I even go off of? Okay, I'll start with my positives, because that'll be shorter. The acting was pretty good from crap. Actually, before we get into the bullshit, let's go take a bullshit. Zoe Saldana, I thought that she was good. I actually thought she was pretty good, like, pretty solid. I thought, oh my gosh, I thought Carla Garcia, what was it? Carla Garcia Gascon. I'm sorry I butchered that. I know I butchered that. And I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying. At least I'm trying, right? I'm trying. Hold on. That's my thumbnail. What can I do? What can I say? Okay. You know who was terrible, though? You'll never guess. Selena Gomez. Terrible. But we're talking about things I like, right? I thought some of the cinematography was cool. I thought the way the camera moved at times was cool. I don't think the cinematography was necessarily good, but I thought some camera movements were cool. I'm really struggling here to think of good things to say. I actually kind of like the beginning. In a way, I think it sets up the characters kind of well. But I think, I'll just get into ranting. I think after, what's her name? It's literally the fucking title of the movie. I think after Emilia transitions, by the way, who the fuck signed off on the sex change song? Who signed off on that? Who thought that was a good idea? Are you kidding me? Boy to girl, girl to boy, penis to vagina. I can't sing it in Spanish, but yeah, that did not cook. And I can't understand Spanish. And also I would like to clarify, I'm going to be talking about its like representation of Mexico and its representation of transness, but neither one of those I am qualified to talk about or that I have personal experience with. I'm not trans, I'm not Mexican, and I don't have Mexican heritage, but I think I can still see when it's being very, like, appropriative and very, like, dishonest and very ignorant, and it seems like this movie just did no research on either of those things. Mexico in this film is completely, like, it's never shown as a good place. It's always the place that you're scared to go back to in the film. It's always dangerous. It's just like, it feels like a very whitewashed version of what Mexico actually is. Like, the cartel, and it's just like, the way that Mexico is framed in this film is very unflattering. And disrespectful it comes off as at certain points. I think it has good moments, and I don't really though. And I think it stems from the fact that the people working on this are not from Mexico. And that's a problem a lot of people have. And it's something that I find a problem with whenever any filmmaker makes a film about another minority, like a white man or a white woman making a film about like the black experience. It's like, well, you shouldn't really be talking about that, should you? And I heard somebody say something recently. This is completely unrelated. You can skip ahead. But he said that he thinks there's a film renaissance coming soon where minorities and people that have been oppressed historically are gonna finally, one day, hopefully soon, feel like completely free to make anything they want. And I feel like there is pressure sometimes to make films about your struggle, about your trauma, about your minority status. And I'm all for that. I'm all for like expression in that way and expressing your struggles with that. But I think what he was trying to say is that like sometimes those stories can hold us back from the stories that people of color and people that are oppressed like have to tell. Not even just like stories that white people can tell, you know? And once we get all of these leveled out, there's just going to be a gateway for anybody to make anything they want. And we're already making progression towards that. And I think it's a cool idea, and that's what I like to think about. But again, I'm all for minorities and people. I'm all for people like making films about their oppression. I think it's really important. And I think you know what I'm trying to say though. Okay, back to Emilia Pérez. I'm going to talk about its transness now and how I think its portrayal of transness was kind of disrespectful. Again though, I am not trans. I don't think I can say it was disrespectful. But to me it felt very disingenuous, and at times it felt like a plot device. And it felt like Emilia wasn't given a character status. It felt like all of her characteristics and all of her personality is always drawn back to what she was before and the life she was living with the cartel. We skip past the 4 years after transition, so we don't even know how that went down, how she got in this circle. And then, I don't know, it's just, I guess I don't know how to, sorry, there's people laughing in the room next door, can you hear them? Shut the fuck up! I think it just felt very plot devicey. It felt like, let's make a movie about trans, and there's a trans person as the main character, and it's in Mexico. Like, it's very Oscar baity in the worst way, and it made me feel like I had to stop watching it, by the way, because it was also so boring. The middle part of this movie is so boring that I just had to stop for a minute. I was like, I'm just going to do something else for a minute, because it's getting to me. I just like generally just like hated it, and I hate it for what it represents. I hate it for what it took from actual good filmmakers at the Golden Globes. This proves that the Golden Globes are a joke, and it's about to prove that the Oscars are a fucking joke when it gets nominated for fucking everything at the Oscars. It's like, why are we dying on the hill of Emilia Pérez when like tons of other foreign films have come out this year that are miles better? I think this year for foreign cinema is miles ahead of anything American cinema has done this year. I think American cinema this year was overall pretty mild and pretty bad. And there's just so many other things out there, and we went with Emilia Pérez. And it's the type, I feel like it also gave the type of movie that white cis people like myself can just like watch and like be like, yeah, I'm a good person for watching this, and y'all are great people for making this, and it's just like a perfect representation. But that's like, it just disregards the entire trans experience and Mexican experience that I don't know about, but I can tell that this is very stylized and stereotypical and gauntish. Is that the right word? Like, just like I don't know. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the fucking ending. So I think the ending was terrible. I don't know why they just like blew up and then it ended. Also, spoilers for Emilia Pérez. I don't know why you've gotten this far if you haven't seen it, but she fucking dies. Everybody dies. And I think Emilia's character arc was good. Was not good, sorry. Was not good. Because she was a cartel member that had, like, tons of people murdered. And now she's trying to reconcile this by, like, hold on. I need to get my thoughts together. Look, the point I'm trying to make is that Emilia's character arc is not handled right. And I don't think it's my place to say why. But I think it was handled wrong just on a character level. I don't understand. I just can't see the redemption. I just don't see it. Especially because after transition, she still is not a great person. But then all of a sudden she is, and she's willing to, or like, she's worth risking everything for. And that's not even a comment on her transness. It's just how I think life is. Or how I think it works. I don't know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Emilia Pérez. The ending is abrupt and stupid. It just shows the director clearly did not know how to fucking end his movie. And it's just a tired and boring, repetitive ending that just left me just like, okay. Whatever. Yeah. That's gonna be it for me today. I hated this movie, and it really just, like, talking about it made me hate it more. Yeah. Shit fest. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope y'all have other recommendations for movies, because this one was not it. This is for that person that commented and asked why I didn't like Emilia Pérez. I'm gonna tell you, whenever I made that Golden Globe video, I had not seen it. I think I said that in the video. Were you not listening? But it was, the reason I was hating on it at the Golden Globes was just because, I knew it wasn't gonna be that good. Like, I knew it couldn't be perfect. Like, I just knew. And just the fact that it took up so many slots of, I think, more deserving films. And now that I've seen it, I can say that for 100%. It's taking up slots that more better films should be taking up. Sorry, that's my opinion. Sorry. Not gonna be annoying, sorry. But if you liked it, and you have, like, a different opinion, and you think it was actually really good, let me know, because I want to know. Just be respectful. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Kurtzer85, out.